Today, the muscle car is in flux. While the V8 pony cars still reign, and are ridiculously powerful, Detroit has attempted to shift the car's focus on straight-line prowess to more worldly pursuits, such as turning. Yes, in both directions. And they've even made the muscle machines with fewer than 8 cylinders worth a damn, too. Take, for example, the V6 powered, automatic-equipped 2016 Chevrolet Camaro pictured here. Not long ago, this combination of vehicle, engine, and transmission would have amounted to little more than the interesting alternative to the Chevy Lumina at the rental counter. No longer. Like its fire-breathing V8 powered SS sibling, the 6-cylinder 2016 Camaro is lighter and slightly smaller than before and also more powerful. In fact, with 335 horsepower and 284 lb-ft of torque, the V6 not only is 12 horsepower stronger than the 2015 Camaro's 6, it also has bragging rights over the 5.7-litre V8 in the 4th-generation Camaro SS. Almost entirely redesigned, the V6 still displaces 3.6 litres and features aluminium construction, yet it now has only millimetre bore, and it can shut down a few cylinders to save fuel. Where the V6 fits into the 2016 Camaro's engine lineup is nearly as important as its impressive specs. Unbound by Ford's EcoBoost marketing pressures, which led the Blue Oval to make its turbo for the Mustang's mid-grade engine, Chevy has made the V6 engine the Camaro's middle offering. This leaves the less powerful but torquey turbocharged 4-cylinder as the new base motivator. We haven't driven the Camaro with the 2.0-litre 4, that will happen early next year, but doing so isn't a prerequisite to declaring the V6 model a success. Adopting General Motors' Alpha rear drive platform and tidying up the dimensions has shaved some 300 pounds as shown by our test of the manual V6 versus the outgoing car. With less weight to lug around, the V6 pulls surprisingly hard and sounds fantastic while doing so. The car we drove was equipped with the optional dual-mode exhaust, which modulated the 6's volume between a raspy burble just off idle to a zingy scream at higher engine speeds, and added sharp crescendos to full throttle upshifts. For those accustomed to writing off V6 muscle cars because they lack a V8's oral signature, give this Camaro a listen. It might not have a V8's barrel-chested voice, but it speaks in the same accent. The optional 8-speed automatic is nearly as flawless, its only demerit being that it isn't the standard 6-speed manual. This isn't the ultra-quick shifting 8L90 unit deployed in the Corvette and the Camaro SS, but rather the high dramatic 8L45, again, lifted from Cadillac, but its gear changes are nonetheless well-timed and firm. The programming is excellent, and the shift protocol changes depending on which drive mode is selected. Chevy limits the V6 models to Tour, Snow Ice, and Sport modes. The SS adds a track setting, and they also alter the Camaro's steering effort, throttle calibration, and the optional dual-mode exhaust. Only the cheesy small plastic shift paddles take some air out of the automatic's balloon. Sitting behind the wheel of the V6 Camaro feels a lot like sitting in the SS. You won't be able to see much of anything to the sides or rear. The forward view is severely pinched by the gauge cluster hood, and the standard 7.0-inch touch screen is curiously tilted downward and therefore can be difficult to read. The base seats, however, are quite comfortable and well bolstered, and the small diameter flat-bottom steering wheel is a delight to wield. If Chevrolet needed to get two things right about the Camaro's insides, the seats and wheel are it, because the V6 Camaro is more sports car than rental car. Using Chevy's figures, the automatic-equipped V6 Coupe is 250 pounds lighter than the stick-shift V8 Camaro, and it feels that way. The nose changes direction with more eagerness. The standard suspension keeps body motions in check. Adaptive dampers are available only on the SS, and the steering response is sharp and immediate. The SS turns in more violently, but that comes courtesy of wider summer tires that aren't available on the V6. All-season rubber aside, while Ford leaves the V6 Mustang to wallow in a relatively option-free zone below the EcoBoost, Chevy allows V6 buyers to add a performance-enhancing package with Brembo brakes, an external engine oil cooler, and an auxiliary radiator. Driving the V6 is an altogether separate experience from piloting the SS, which feels a bit like a taller Corvette Stingray with a vestigial back seat, but both are fantastic. Yet there's no reason to feel swindled if you get the V6. It returns the right sensations, makes the right noises, and delivers dynamic fidelity on par with far less humble cars. It's a holistic and well-rounded thing, and it should have every Camaro intender double-checking their 8-cylinder desires.